This is one of Minnesota's most intense short loop rock crawls. It is 4 miles of narrow winding trail that follows the rocky ridges and outcroppings of the Laurentide Divide. Mesabi Mountain Trail will test your build from the very start. Located just outside of Eveleth, Minnesota, Mesabi Mountain Trail is part of the Iron Range, a region in northern Minnesota known for its rich iron ore deposits and historical significance in iron mining. This is an ORV trail only. That means no ATVs, side-by-sides, or dirt bikes. A Minnesota DNR ORV permit is required. There is a link in the description below to obtain one. And yes, there is a 1-lane wooded bridge to cross in and out, just to keep things interesting. Pass shows up fast, off-camber and tight. It's a tone setter. We crawled it slow and clean, but this is where Mesabi lets you know it is not just a scenic trail ride. This is one of the most challenging public ORV trails in the Midwest, maintained by the Northern Minnesota Jeepers and the Eveleth-Gilbert Joint Powers Trail Board. The absolute minimum is 35-inch tires, front and rear lockers, and a winch. We obviously brought the Wrangler, which is locked front and rear on 40-inch tall tires, steel armor, 12,000-pound winch. It's built, and we needed every bit of it for what was next. I don't know. We have hit the obstacle named two-step. 2 ledges stacked in a way that tests not just your rig, but your driving skills and your patience. These are the kinds of obstacles that Busted Knuckle Films hit back in 2020 during their Corona breakout. We actually had to break out the winch on here. After finally clearing the first ledge, the front section of the skids turtled outright on the breakover.
Three up there.
So we hooked up a tree saver and the 12,000-pound Badlands Apex winch and gave it a gentle pull to help crest over the top. Clean pull, no drama, and a textbook example of why winches aren't just for rollovers, they're for momentum resets too. This is one of those trails where you don't try to be a hero. One mistake can mean body damage or worse. Gear saves the day, but judgment is really what matters. Go driver more. Come passenger and come close to this. While we're running Mesabi Mountain Trail, we are also mapping it for OnX Offroad. That means pretty soon, this trail will show up as a featured trail on the app. And if you don't have OnX yet, there is a link down below to start your 7-day free trial. You'll be able to scroll through trail details, see obstacle photos, and get a clear look at what you're getting into before ever airing down. Whether you're deciding if your rig can handle it or planning your next crawl weekend, that info will be at your fingertips. So you're gonna slide on the passenger side a little. The cedars are tight, shady, and rooty. It's pretty, but don't get lazy. And remember, no ATVs, side-by-sides, or dirt bikes are legally allowed on this trail according to Minnesota DNR. We looped by the picnic area and caught some serious rigs testing out the rock playground. Total buggies. Watching them crawl was worth the pause. Mesabi Mountain Trail is short on distance, but heavy on terrain. From Blueberry Pass to DOA, it is an absolute gauntlet. If this video helped you prep for the trail or got you hyped, hit like, subscribe, and tell us your favorite trail challenge in the comments. See you on the rocks.